London, 1803. The streets are empty, not because of the cold, not because of the hour, but because of something far worse: fear. In the district of Hammersmith, something was roaming the streets at night. Not a thief, not an animal, something people couldn't explain. Tall, silent, dressed in white. It didn't scream, it didn't chase, it simply appeared from the darkness. And then it attacked. Without warning, without hesitation, before anyone could react, it was gone, like it had never been there. At first, people didn't believe it, just another rumor, another story told in the dark. But then came more reports. A woman claimed she was grabbed from behind. Another said she saw a pale figure staring at her in silence. Then another, and another, until fear stopped being a story and became something real. Women fainted in the streets. Men refused to walk alone at night. Children were kept inside their homes, doors locked, windows sealed, candles burning long after midnight. An entire neighborhood living in fear of something no one could understand. Some said it was a demon. Others believed it was something worse, a ghost, the spirit of a man who had taken his own life the year before, now returned, not to rest, but to haunt the living. The story spread quickly, and fear spreads faster than truth ever could. But this was London, a city of law, of order, of reason, or at least, that's what people believed. So the people of Hammersmith decided to act. If something was out there, then it could be stopped. Armed patrols began walking the streets at night. Ordinary men, given weapons, and driven by fear. Every shadow looked alive, every sound meant something, every step felt like a warning. They weren't hunting a criminal, they were hunting the unknown. Then came the night that changed everything. January 3rd, 1804. A man named Francis Smith stood on patrol, a customs officer, armed with a musket, his eyes scanning the darkness, his mind filled with every story he had heard. Then he saw it, a figure dressed in white, moving slowly through the night, exactly like the stories. He didn't hesitate. He raised his weapon and fired. The sound echoed through the empty streets. The figure fell, and everything went silent. But it wasn't a ghost. It was a man, Thomas Millwood, a bricklayer. He wore white clothing so people could see him in the dark, so he wouldn't be mistaken for the thing everyone feared. The cruelest irony. The one thing meant to protect him made him the perfect target. He wasn't haunting the streets. He was just trying to get home. And he never made it. Smith was arrested, and soon the entire city was watching, because this was no longer just a ghost story. This was something much bigger. A question no one had ever faced before. If a man truly believes he is in danger, can he be guilty of killing? Or is fear enough to justify it? The answer was clear. Yes, he was guilty. Not of murder, but of manslaughter. Because the law does not follow fear. It follows reason. Belief alone is not enough. A threat must be real. Not just to you, but in reality. And what about the ghost? The figure that terrified an entire neighborhood? Who was it? Some believed it was just a man, playing a cruel prank. Others believed the truth was never fully uncovered. And maybe that's what makes it even more disturbing. Because the fear was real, the panic was real, and the consequences were deadly. The case became known as the Hammersmith Ghost, a story that began as a rumor, turned into tragedy, and changed history. A reminder that fear can spread faster than truth,